Chairman Defensor kung ilan ang cases, nag-aatubili ka eh.
Your Honor, please, my apologies. Hindi po sa ako'y nag-aatubili, but I do not have the exact figures with me. Ayoko naman po magbigay ng
You were
figures
deputized by the CSC chairperson
But
to speak for
the truth
herself.
is,
You should have anticipated the kind of questions that will come from us. Pagkatapos mag-aatubili ka, tatanong lang namin kung ilan ang kaso. Did you not anticipate that that kind of question will be asked of you? You being the deputized person of the CSC chairperson?
I'm sorry for that.
No.
Because
Ganito lang ito eh.
prepared
Kanina pa,
for
nag-aatubili
questions
ka.
pertaining to qualification standards.
Will you please
The one
hear
that you're
us?
asking.
Hear us out. Nag-aatubili ka kasi kanina pa eh. Evasive ka. Unlike
Your Honor.
Commissioner Lisada, direct and straightforward. Hindi ba, Mr. Chair, alam mo, meron na tayong impression kagaya dito eh. I-deputize ka, mag-aatubili ka. Pagkatapos sasabihin mo, wala kang narinig. Anyway, we will give you your day in court kung ano man ang gusto mong sabihin.
Kulang ko yung pagtatanong muna sa civil service represented by who may I request, sino ho nagre-represent sa ating Chairman Bala of the Civil Service Commission? Attorney Ronquillo? Attorney Ronquillo is recognized of the Civil Service Commission. Attorney Ronquillo is recognized. Kindly unmute your video, please.
Yeah.
Audio.
Your Honor, yes, good morning po. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, all the members of the committee.
Thank you, Attorney Ronquillo. Attorney Ronquillo, are you representing the Civil Service Commission or Chairman Bala this morning?
I was directed by Chairperson Bala to respond to the invitation sent by the committee, Your Honor.
Ay, maraming salamat po, Attorney Ronquillo. So, Attorney Ronquillo, i-direct ko po sa inyo yung mga katanungan. Marami po bang naka-file na mga kaso ng PhilHealth sa Civil Service Commission?
Yes, Your Honor. Meron pong mga cases na naka-file sa amin at saka sa regional offices involving PhilHealth officials. Administrative cases, both disciplinary and non-disciplinary.
Mga ilan po to, Attorney Ronquillo?
Your Honor, can you just look at the figures, if you will allow me? Your Honor, can I give the figures later? I'm just asking my people to give
Thank
us
you.
the exact.
Yes, and if you can you possibly submit to the committee yung mga cases na yan?
Yes, Your Honor, we will submit to the committee.
Attorney Ronquillo, are there many final and resolved cases within the civil service regarding PhilHealth?
Yes, Your Honor. Marami na pong mga natapos, pero yung ibang cases po nakapending pa rin po.
At marami rin po ba dyan ang mga kasama, ang mga regional vice presidents?
Meron pong mga cases ng regional vice presidents po.
Sino-sino po to, Attorney Ronquillo?
Your Honor, can I give the names later? I'm just requesting for the names of these people. Pinahanap ko lang po, Your Honor.
Pakiulit po, Attorney Ronquillo. May...
Yes, Your Honor, hinahanap po namin yung exact names ng mga regional vice presidents ng PhilHealth na may pending cases po sa amin.
Attorney Ronquillo, sige, balik ko na lang po doon sa tanong. Ilan po ang may kaso sa inyong pending mula sa PhilHealth? Attorney Ronquillo, may number
Yes,
po ba?
Your Honor?
Go ahead. Would you have the number, Attorney Ronquillo? May numero na po ba kayo kung ilan?
Hindi pa po dumating po, Your Honor. I already texted my isang talit po.
Attorney Ronquillo, isang tanong lang po.
Sige
Meron
po.
po bang dating taga PhilHealth na nagtatrabaho sa inyo ngayon dyan sa Civil Service Commission?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino po?
Attorney Cheng Parenas po.
Ano pong posisyon niya ngayon?
Attorney 5.
Attorney 5 lang po, but without any... Wala po siyang pinanghawakan na posisyong kritikal dito sa investigasyong to.
Wala po. Wala po, Your Honor.
May I request, Commissioner... I have here a note that you will submit a position paper, Attorney Ronquillo. Is this correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay din po yan, but can we get the documents as regards yung mga kaso ng PhilHealth sa inyong opisina? Or is this a
Yes,
position?
Your Honor. Along with the position paper, we will submit to the committee the cases, the number of cases, as well as the summaries of these cases to the committee, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney Ronquillo. If I may, Comsec, mabilis lang kong pagtanong kay Commissioner Bala of the Civil Service Commission. Commissioner Lisada, I'm sorry, Commissioner Eileen Lisada. Kindly unmute, Commissioner Lisada.
Unmute. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning po.
Yes, good morning, Commissioner Lisada. Commissioner, kasi po yung mga tanong namin, would you know in particular yung pong ilan ang may kaso dito po sa Civil Service Commission?
What period are we talking about, sir? Because the request for inventory or audit that my office initiated from 2009 to 2020, sir, we were given a list of 74 cases, sir.
74 cases. Would
This
you
is
know,
from 2010 to 2020, sir, current.
thank you for that, Commissioner Lisada. We are very happy with that. Kasi po, ang amin naman kung anong aabutin ng inyong mga kaso, but 2010 is maganda po yan dahil talagang malayo, magmula pa ho sa ngayon, 10 years. Ma'am, malaman lang po namin, ilan po ang mga regional vice president na may mga kaso?
Sir, based on the data given to me by my legal staff, RVPs po, meron ho kaming listahan based on the list submitted by the Office of Legal Affairs to us. The names of the following are appearing. Do you want the names, sir, of the RVPs?
Sige po, ma'am. Can you kindly name them?
Mr. Ernesto V. Beltran, Mr. Dennis Adre, Mr. Macabato, Acting RVP Polero, Miriam Grace Pamonag. Hindi ko lang ho alam kung if Miriam Grace is RVP, but ito yung lumalabas sa amin, sir, na binigay ko ng legal ko.
Madam Commissioner, yan pong mga kaso na po ba yan ay decided na o marami pong nakapending pa rin dyan sa inyo?
If we're talking about cases from before the previous commission, sir, meron hong 2 MR remaining and meron din mga pending, sir.
Ilan po, ma'am, ang pending?
based on what my legal gave me, I have 19, sir. I might be wrong, but ito ho yung, because I requested for a summary from my legal of the cases. So, as far as I'm concerned, sir, dito na binibigay sa akin, 19.
Ma'am, bakit di ba po ang mandate nyo is that within 6 months, these cases should have been resolved and given to the agency concerned?
Exactly, sir, the same question that I have, because ever since I got the list from my legal, pinalagay ko yung mga red flags and observations, and I see some periods that are quite short and some periods that medyo years po, sir, ang nakikita ko dito ang iba.
Some
Mr. Chair,
cases na
Chair, I
mabilis na resolve, yung iba naman po pinapatagal, nakapark po dyan.
Can we request them to use an earphone or what?
Commissioner
It's very
Lisadas,
difficult to understand the answer, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Lisada, the Honorable Marcoleta is requesting kasi po gusto niyang intindihin yung sinasabi niyo. Medyo yung signal ata magulo. Hindi ho na masyadong ma-decipher po, ma'am.
How is this, Mr. Chairman? Congressman Marcoleta, can you hear na po better?
Medyo maganda ng konti, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, ma'am. Salamat po.
Salamat, Mr. Chair.
Ma'am, alam po, maraming mga nakapending na matagal, taon, at marami din pong mabilis na desisyonan.
As far as the summary given to me po by my legal, merong 10 months, meron hong 6 years, merong mga 3 months po. Iba-iba ho yung mga periods, sir.
Would those cases constitute a dismissal from the service?
Some, meron po.
Some meaning more than 2, Madam Commissioner.
You are correct, Mr. Chairman.
Salamat, Madam Commissioner. Madam Commissioner, ang tanong ko lang po, bakit po parang si Atty. Ronquillo was supposed to be representing the CSC, bakit po parang wala silang hawak na figures at wala pong mga hawak na dokumento katulad po ng hawak nyo sa ngayon?
When the President came out with a memo, sir, creating the task force on PhilHealth, my office initiated an internal audit or inventory kasi literally bago ho ako sa CSC. And I wanted to see the pattern, if ever may pattern po, way back. But what I got, ang hiningi ko lang po ay 2010 hanggang current. And I realized the creation of PhilHealth was prior to 2010. So I wanted to see po kung ano yung data na meron available. So hiningi ko, again, from the establishment of PhilHealth, I wanted to see kung pabalik-balik lang po ba o paulit-ulit lang ba ang mga kinakasuhan. So that's what I have right now, but I'm waiting for, and this was shared po sa office ni Chairman by the Office of Legal Affairs when they gave the data to me, sir. Because I wanted to see the pattern.
May I interject?
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Madam Commissioner, I think the chairman is asking a very basic question. As a matter of fact, we are surprised why Attorney Ronquillo is not able to give us at least the number of cases of PhilHealth officials that are still pending with CSC. I'd like to believe that the question is very simple. Tinatanong lamang po kung ilan yung kaso, and considering that PhilHealth is the flavor of the day, in anticipation of questions like that, kaya naman po kayo tinawag para mabigyan nyo kami ng ayuda sa mga gustong informasyon na makuha namin. Pati po ba yung number of cases lang, hindi niya maibigay? May I ask you, Madam, what is the number of existing or pending cases with the CSC as of today?
As far as yung binigay ko sa akin ng legal ko, it is 19, sir. Unless meron hong iba pa na nasa NCR, iba pa rin ho yun. Kasi meron hong na-file baka sa NCR, iba rin ho ang nasa central office.
So what is the total number, all in all, now pending?
Based ho yung binigay sa akin, sir, it's 19.
19. What is the
Yes, sir.
nature of those cases?
It varies, sir. Meron hong, karamihan po nito ay mga administrative charges, may mga grave misconduct, meron ho tayong mga
Ilan po yung mga
appointments.
cases that will require dismissal? For example, grave misconduct.
If I may be allowed, sir, to look at my list, sir. Are we talking about yung ngayon ho, current or yung remaining
Out
pa
of
ho?
the
Kasi
19.
meron po,
Out of the 19,
Okay.
alam po ninyo, ang importansya sa amin ngayon, because we're taking a good attention on the manner the funds of PhilHealth is being administered or being taken care of. So, isa po yan sa tinitingnan namin, ano-ano po ba yung mga kasong naisampa sa inyo? And we would like to believe that because the objective is very important na maisaayos nga natin ang pondo, we would like and we anticipate CSC to be able to help us in being able to adjudicate all these cases in the soonest possible time. Madam Commissioner,
Yes, sir.
we're talking of the funds of the people.
yes, sir.
We're talking here of an institution that takes care of about 200 billion pesos a year. Ngayon po, kung may magsasampa ng kaso sa inyo, we don't suppose that you take your sweet time. Pondo po ito kailangan po nating maisaayos lahat. Kanina po, tinatanong ng chairman, I think he's very solicitous. Number pa lang, hindi na masabi ng Atty. Ronquillo. May I deviate a little more, Mr. Chair? Totoo po ba na nanggaling po sa CSC yung award ng isang key official that is responsible in constructing the database of PhilHealth at saka yung nagmamanage ng information technology? Ang Civil Service Commission po ang gumawa ng award na yon. Parang ang ibig sabihin, talagang maganda ang database na nagawa ng PhilHealth. And the one managing the information technology was also awarded. Hindi ko alam kung parehong tao yon. Is it true that it came from the civil service, yung pagbibigay ng award na yon? Because later on, nagsalita po si President Morales, nasabi niya, ang pinakaugat ng corruption dito ay dahil sa database is fragmented. So how do you reconcile the fact that you awarded those particular personnel managing the database of PhilHealth and the information technology when later on the President himself na sinabi niya, dito po nag-uugat yung database po namin fragmented, mali-mali. So how would you reconcile that award and the admission of the President of PhilHealth later na ito yung pinaka-ugat ng pinagmumulan ng anomaly? Kasi nga ho, hindi nila maisaayos. Will you explain that?
Commissioner Lisada.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Congressman Marcoleta. Definitely not during my time. Kaya nga ho, I made the inquiry kasi gusto ko hong malaman. Definitely, hindi ho ako part ng commission na yan na nag-award sa PhilHealth. And if there was any award, I would like to refer this to ASCOM Ronquillo because I am not aware of any awards are being given.
Honorable Marcoleta,
During my time.
before you continue, Madam Commissioner Lisada.
Yes, Chair.
Yes. Ito pong umagang ito, supposedly si Atty. Ronquillo is representing the Civil Service Commission and Chairperson Bala. Is that not correct? Di po ba tama yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
I'll be straight to the point. Pasensya na po kayo, Commissioner, at hindi ko naman nilalahat. Pero meron po bang pagkilos o may galaw na isuppress ang information dito sa investigasyon ng Kongreso at ng mga iba pang opisina ng ating gobyerno?
Sir, can you repeat your question? May suppression ba on?
May suppression ba ng mga data? Kasi kanina tinatanong namin kay Atty. Ronquillo, very basic, siya ang nagre-represent ng Civil Service Commission. Nung kayo po sumagot, binigay nyo lahat ng mga numero, meron po bang move sa loob ng Civil Service Commission to suppress information and not to give it to this committee? Please be honest, Commissioner Lisada.
Mr. Chairman, we had a meeting ever since lumabas po yung memorandum ng Presidente. Right away, we had a virtual meeting. And yes, sir, may guidance po regarding yung concern niyo po. May guidance po.
May guidance po na ano po yun? Huwag magbigay ng impormasyon?
Yes, sir.
May I know where it's coming from? It's obviously, Commissioner Lisada, sinasabi mo sa amin yung mga kaso, so it's not you. So where is that directive coming from, Commissioner Lisada?
From the other member of the commission, sir.
From the what?
Can you be frank enough to tell us, Commissioner Lisada, kung sino po? Because you're a commissioner, and I could assume only one person can order the other commissioners and administratively supervise and control the other employees of the Civil Service Commission, and that is Chairperson Bala. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Chair, is it now correct to assume that the chairperson of the Civil Service Commission is the one that is suppressing the information that should be given to us in this investigation?
Commissioner Bala, the question is the chairperson of the Commission on Civil Service the authority ordering the Commission and the employees of the Civil Service Commission
Not to cooperate with us?
not to cooperate and to divulge information?
Mr. Chair, is it directed to me?
Yes, Commissioner Lisada.
As far as I can recall, sir, in the commission meeting, the guidance given to us is that
Who gave the guidance, madam? Who gave the guidance?
the chairperson po.
Okay. When you say the chairperson, Chairperson Bala of the Civil Service Commission,
Yes, Mr.
the
Chair.
guidance given to you is to go slow on the information. Do not cooperate with us. Let's not divulge information and words like that. That is very clear, madam. I know you are a crusader. I know you came from LTFRB. And I salute you for doing a lot of reforms in LTFRB. I think you are playing a good job now by cooperating with us.
And by helping us, Commissioner Lisada, I would like to thank you for that.
Mr. Chair, may I say something?
Before po kayo magsalita, nung nagsalita po si Chairman Bala na huwag kayong magbigay ng impormasyon at huwag kayong magsalita dito sa komite, marami pong nakaharap at marami kayong kasama?
Yes, sir. It was recorded as well. All the members po those who usually attend the commission meetings and other directors, sir.
So
Marami
nandun
po.
po yung mga commissioners, two commissioners, and the other, at yung iba po mga directors as opisyalis ng Civil Service Commission.
Yes, sir. Bale, isa na lang ho akong commissioner na naiwan. The other one retired already last February, sir, this year.
Okay, ma'am, please, kung ano po yung gusto niyo sabihin?
Yun lang po kasi when the President came out with this directive and knowing how grand the effect of what is happening, I initiated po yung audit and yung inventory, which naman po was taken well by the chairman as to the list. And then I requested for priority on resolving of the cases na unahin ho muna yung mga RVPs, and then the RVPs with other correspondents and the other list cases na po. So, kagaya ho nung sinabi ni Congressman Marcoleta na regarding the reward, I have never been part and I will always stand by kung ano ho yung tama at totoo lamang. That's why I want to get down to the truth of it. That's why I'm asking for the inventory as well. So, yun lang po, Mr. Chair. I have the best of intentions in asking data within CSC. And I believe it is our duty to do so.
Mr. Chair, may I ask a few more questions?
Go ahead.
Commissioner Lesada, the other day, I think earlier in our investigation, we were asking about the competence and eligibility of the key officials of PhilHealth. And at some point in time, we came across of, I think, a policy in PhilHealth that a salary grade 24 employee, government employee, with a specific relation with PhilHealth should have at least master's degree. And I think that was admitted by one of the officials before us at that time. But somewhere along the line, Madam Commissioner, PhilHealth asked the Civil Service Commission to waive that particular requirement to the extent that some of those key officials did not have master's degree. Number one question, did CSC really waive that requirement for and in behalf of those requesting PhilHealth officials? And what is the reason for waiving that if that requirement was indeed waived?
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead, Commissioner Lisada.
we have on board our director Rodolfo Encajonado, who is in charge as well of itong tinatanong ho ni Congressman Marcoleta. I think he is in a better position regarding qualification standards and the policies issued pursuant thereto. May he be recognized, Mr. Chairman.
Before that, Deputy Speaker Marcoleta, alam niyo ho, si Secretary Duque nakatrabaho ko, hindi naman po yan lingid sa kalaman ng karamihan. At masakit pong itanong sa akin to, but I have to ask this question. Naging Civil Service Chairman din po siya Tama po ba, Commissioner Lisada?
Tama po, Mr. Chairman.
May connection po ba yung pagiging chairman niya dito sa pagpigil ng impormasyon na ibigay sa amin ng Civil Service Commission?
May connection po na Mr. Chair?
May connection po ba dahilan sa siya po yung nagsilbi bago kay Chairperson Bala, may mga tao dyan na galing PhilHealth and I'm sure konektado sa kanya. Ito po ba may connection sa pagiging dati niyang chairman ng Civil Service Commission?
Sir, for the record, I do not have direct evidence on whether meron siyang connection. Pero going back po dun sa sinabi ko ni Cong Marcoleta kanina, which was one of my concerns previously, a PhilHealth employee reviewing PhilHealth cases well with me. That's why I questioned it po. And then that's why tinatanong ko nga ho yung the propriety of our lawyers who were formerly involved or connected with PhilHealth. And I looked at the disposition of the cases by the person. So, yun nga ho yung concern ko. I would like to address that as well. But as to the connection, sir, yung sinasabi niyo kay former Secretary Duque and itong mga ibang cases po, I do not have direct evidence of that, sir.
If there will be, because you are a constitutional body, if there will be a legal action to be taken by Congress, Commissioner Lisada, titindigan niyo po yung salita ninyo na ayaw magbigay ng impormasyon ni Chairman Bala at ayaw mag-cooperate dito sa Kongreso?
Sir, that is the truth. That was disclosed and the meeting was recorded, sir.
The meeting was recorded at merong minutes nung inyong pag-uusap?
Meron, sir, which is my point now. Kaya nga ho, the minutes was supposed to be
Mr. Chair,
approved.
we can request a copy of the minutes of that meeting. for our
Sir,
reference.
sorry, Mr. Chair. That's why one of my concerns, I did not move for the approval of the minutes kasi the declaration was not reflected in the minutes, but the audio says otherwise. So that's why we're preparing our memo for the correction of the minutes, sir.
There was an audio of the meeting, but the minutes to be approved, tinanggal na po yun. Can you tell us exactly what were the words of Chairperson Bala?
If my recollection serves me right, this information should not be made public, nor should be given out to anyone who would be asking, either in aid of legislation or investigation. Parang ganon. Yun ho yung matandaan ko, sir.
Madam Commissioner, you are now in the process of correcting that and reflecting that, those statements or phrases to rectify what really happened, and that will be borne out by the minutes. You are now correcting that minutes, Madam Commissioner?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Chair. Yun ho yung memo ko because when I read it, and apparently it does not faithfully reproduce what was taken up during the meeting.
So
And
what is the process, Mr. Chair, Madam Commissioner, in correcting that? As soon as you are able to suggest those corrections, who is going to approve that? Maybe somebody is going to disapprove the correction. What will happen next?
So far, dalawa lang ho kami ngayon sa commission, Mr. Chair. So ako ho yung mag-move for the approval of the minutes, and it will be seconded by the other member of the commission. So hindi ho yan ma-finalize or ma-formalize if there is no motion for approval of the minutes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so there are no impediments for the correction of the minutes. And after the minutes is corrected, Madam Commissioner, the committee is requesting for a copy of that corrected minutes for our reference. Will you be able to do that?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
If it will already be carried out in another meeting, sir.
Thank you. Session suspended for 1 minute. Yes. Hearing resume. Commissioner Lizarda. Commissioner Lizarda, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Kung maaari po sana, ma'am, pasensya na po kayo at lahat po ng mga guests natin sa Zoom at yung mga guests po natin dito sa plenary. Kung di pa ho tayo naka-oath, ma'am, we would have to administer the oath.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, COMSEC is directed to kindly administer the oath. Maraming salamat.
May I ask all the resource persons via Zoom and those in plenary to please raise your hand. Please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before these joint congressional inquiries to help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Yes, Congressman Barsaga.
Just a clarification. Do Commissioner Lazada, as well as Attorney Ronquillo, are they also confirming under oath the previous statements which they have already given before this committee?
Commissioner Lizarda, can you kindly reply?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I confirm.
Salamat.
Everything I said was the truth.
Salamat po. Attorney Ronquillo. Attorney Ronquillo. Attorney Ronquillo, kindly unmute. Yes, Attorney Ronquillo. Kindly unmute, Attorney Ronquillo.
Yes, Your Honor. Can you repeat the question, Your Honor, please?
Yung pong lahat ng mga binanggit nyo po kanina, that is under oath, do you confirm lahat po na statement nyo na ito po under oath, you are giving it freely to the committee?
Well, if you're referring to the identification of a former PhilHealth employee who is with us, yes, Your Honor, I'm confirming that.
Mabilis pong tanong, yung pong binabanggit ni Commissioner Lizarda, may ganun po bang direktiba na nanggaling sa inyong chairperson? You are now under oath, Attorney Ronquillo.
Yes, I am under oath, and categorically, I will say that I did not hear that guidance being given by the chair.
Wala pong ganung guidance.
During
Wala ka din
any
po nung meeting na
in
yun.
which I was in attendance, Your Honor.
Wala ka dun sa meeting na yun, Attorney Ronquillo.
I am present in all of the commission meetings except if I am sent elsewhere. But normally, I am present in the commission meeting, Your Honor. And in all the meetings that I have attended, I did not hear that kind of guidance being given by the chairperson.
Mr. Chairman.
Congressman Barsaga.
Well, in this particular case, kita naman natin, there are two conflicting statements coming from responsible officials of the Civil Service Commission, which happens to be a constitutional body. Ang sabi ni Commissioner Lizarda, there was an instruction, although it was made orally, but it was recorded, and the instruction came from the chairman. Now, we are hearing a statement which is completely different and opposed from that categorical declaration of Commissioner Lizarda. The statement of Attorney Ronquillo na hindi niya narinig yan during the board meeting. And therefore, one of them is not telling the truth. Kasi ang pinag-uusapan lamang natin dito, mayroon bang direktiba ang chairman ng Civil Service na huwag munang i-release ang mga dokumento or suppression of the cases pending before the Civil Service Commission concerning PhilHealth employees or officials. Sabi ni Commissioner Lizarda, merong directive. Ang sabi naman ni Commissioner, ni Attorney Ronquillo, wala siyang narinig. Just a clarification, Attorney Ronquillo.
Yes, Your Honor. I did not hear that
Ganong
guidance.
karami kayo doon sa board meeting?
Ano po, sorry po, hindi ko po masyado nadinig.
Ganong karami kayo roon sa board meeting?
Well, normally po, the chairperson, the commissioner, myself as the assistant commissioner, the director of the Human Resource Policies and Standards Office, the director of the secretariat, and then if there are other directors who are called to participate in the meeting. So, more or less, it's 6 or more, Your Honor.
Gano'ng kalayo ang iyong kinauupuan mula sa kinauupuan ng ating chairman ng Civil Service Commission?
Katabi ko po usually si Commissioner Lisada during the meeting. At hindi po siya gaanong kalayo. I'm sorry.
Hindi gaano kalayo. You are a lawyer.
measuring the distance.
Mga ilang metro ang layo mo kay chairman during that
Siguro
meeting?
po, madalawang di pa, Your Honor.
2 meters, 2 metro. And do you have any hearing problem?
Wala po.
Wala. So, we'll continue and pursue that later on, Chairman, unless there would be another motion.
So, there is a, would you motion to invite Chairperson Bala to...
Mr. Chair, I think we should discontinue the interpellation insofar as the CSC's participation is concerned until the chairperson herself appears before us and clarify the statement given by Commissioner Lisada, because this is a very disturbing statement, and we would like to give her due process. I think she's not present in the Zoom. We would like to invite her, if possible, to be present here in the plenary, Mr. Chair, so we can propound questions to her and clarify this very controversial issue that hounds them.
I
Thank you,
second the
Mr.
motion.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized?
Yes, before we act on the motion by the Honorable Marcoleta, duly seconded by the Honorable Barsaga, Commissioner Lisada, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, this is not easy on my end. It's quite difficult, but allow me to refresh the memory of Assistant Commissioner Ronquillo. When the chairman gave the guidance, ang kausap niya po, and the one you can hear sa recording message po, ay si Ascom Ronquillo. She mentioned about a policy na isama sa data sharing, and it was Ascom Ronquillo po yung kausap niya. And you can hear it from the audio clip, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Yun lang ho. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Asek Ronquillo, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, the question was whether there is an order for the suppression of evidence. There was none. The instruction of the chair was to ensure that this matter will be kept confidential from and not to be shared to the public, but will be shared if needed in any of the investigations being conducted concerning the PhilHealth. So there was no guidance to suppress evidence. We just wanted to make sure that the matter will not go out of hand by sharing the same in public prematurely. That's why, in fact, we have prepared all these cases. The list of cases that are now in the hands of Commissioner Lisada came from my office. And the list of cases that we will submit to you, to the committee, Mr. Chair, also came from our office. And we include the summaries of all these cases for the accurate information of everybody about the nature of all these cases involving officials with the Commission.
Attorney Ronquillo.
I categorically deny that there was an order to suppress evidence.
Excuse me, Attorney Ronquillo.
Attorney Ronquillo. Okay, Honorable Marcoleta.
Attorney Ronquillo, who deputized you to represent PhilHealth?
Your Honor,
Who deputized you to represent the Civil Service Commission, Attorney Ronquillo?
Civil Service.
Your Honor, I was directed by Chair Bala to represent her in this
Yeah,
hearing because supposedly there is a commission meeting today at this very moment.
So, the chairperson of Civil Service Commission deputized you to speak for her. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi kanina, let's go back to the earlier proceedings. Tinatanong ka lang ni Chairman Defensor kung ilan ang cases. Nag-aatubili ka eh.
Your Honor, please, my apologies. Hindi po sa ako'y nag-aatubili, but I do not have the exact figures with me. Ayoko naman po magbigay ng
You were
figures na hindi po ako
deputized by the
sigurado sa
CSC
number.
chairperson
But
to
the
speak for
truth
herself.
is, yung po-
You should have anticipated the kind of questions that will come from us. Pagkatapos mag-aatubili ka, tatanong lang namin kung ilan ang kaso. Did you not anticipate that that kind of question will be asked of you? You being the deputized person of the CSC chairperson?
I'm sorry for that
No.
because
Ganito lang ito eh.
prepared
Kanina pa,
for
nag-aatubili
questions
ka.
pertaining to qualification standards.
Will you please
The one that
hear
you're
us?
asking.
Hear us out. Nag-aatubili ka kasi kanina pa eh. Evasive ka. Unlike
Your Honor.
Commissioner Lisada, direct and straightforward. Hindi ba, Mr. Chair, alam mo, meron na tayong impression kagaya dito eh. I-deputize ka, mag-aatubili ka. Pagkatapos sasabihin mo, wala kang narinig. Anyway, we will give you your day in court kung ano man ang gusto mong sabihin.
Before I act on the motion, let me recognize the Honorable Fortun. Honorable Fortun, would you like to react? The Honorable Law Fortun is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Chair, just one very quick question, Mr. Chair, for Commissioner Lizada. Madam, you said that the meeting was recorded. Who has custody of the audio recording now, Madam Commissioner?
Our liaison office po, the CSLO, merong in charge yung secretariat po namin for the commission meetings, Mr. Chair.
And you were saying that the minutes that you were able to gather does not reflect the audio recording.
Dun sa mga pertinent portions that I was waiting, wala po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, in the light of the manifestations of Commissioner Lizada, I move, Mr. Chair, that the committee subpoena the audio recording and the minutes of the meeting, Mr. Chair. I think that would readily guide us who's telling the truth here, Mr. Chair. And if the committee finds out that indeed there was guidance from the chairman not to cooperate with the investigation being conducted by the Committee on Public Accounts, I also move, Mr. Chair, that we cite the CSC chairman in contempt. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There's a motion duly seconded, but before we act on the motion of the Honorable Fortun, we first act on the motion of the Honorable Marcoleta, duly seconded by the Honorable Parsaga, that we will take up the issue of the civil service, particular po yung sinasabing hindi pagbibigay o pagko-cooperate sa atin by this Thursday at 1 o'clock. So, motion, there being no objection, motion is carried. The next motion is the motion of the Honorable Fortun to officially subpoena the audio recording and minutes of Civil Service Commission, particular po doon sa pag-uusap ng doon sa hindi pagko-cooperate dito sa atin sa ginagawang investigasyon ng Kongreso. Duly seconded, there be no objection. The motion of the Honorable Fortun is by approved.
No,
Mr.
I
Chairman.
was about to ask Mr. Chairman to...
Honorable Fernandez first, go ahead.
No, I was about to ask kung together with the subpoena ng audio ay kasama na rin yung transcript of records. Nadinig ko naman po that you were mentioning na kasama po yung minutes. So, yun lang po, Mr. Chairman. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. So the standing motion of the Honorable Fortun is that Pag hindi po pumunta rito at to shed light on it, that they will be cited in contempt. But we will not act on that motion until we are confronted with that situation. The Honorable Barsaga?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I most respectfully move also that the civil service be directed to submit a listing of all the cases involving PhilHealth officials together with the update and the corresponding status.
COMSEC is directed to avail of the documents pertaining to the cases of PhilHealth, past and present, all the resolved and still pending cases within the Civil Service Commission. So ordered.
Mr. Chairman,
Honorable Barbers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, tanong ko lang po, posible po ba na humingi tayo ng copies ng mga decisions made by the chair of the commission with respect to PhilHealth? Kasi maraming okasyon na kung saan yung mga requirements were adjusted to suit the request of the requesting official ng PhilHealth. So gusto lang nating malaman for our education kung sino yung mga commissioners na nagbigay po ng ganong klaseng desisyon.
Tama po, Honorable Barbers. I agree with you. COMSEC, kindly get all the copies of all the cases. Hindi naman po natin kailangan ng hard copy, kahit yung soft copy mabigay sa atin para makita rin po natin yung nature ng mga kaso at kung paano desisyonan. So ordered. Honorable Barsaga.
at magre-request din ako sa civil service. What are the qualification standards for their senior managers, regional vice president, head of legal, and other various departments in the PhilHealth, in order to find out whether or not there has been compliance with the qualifying standards provided for and imposed by the law pursuant to under the Civil Service Commission.
Thank you, Honorable Barsaga. Batay doon sa mga binanggit, yung qualifications, minimum
Chair,
qualifications
Mr.
of
Chair.
those serving within the PhilHealth, kung maaari po, kunin din po natin sa CSC. So ordered. Honorable
Mr.
Marcoleta.
Chair, if I can only modify the motion of Congressman Barbers in getting all the list of cases, I think we should categorize them. The cases that were disposed but appealed to the Court of Appeals or even in the higher courts, and the case that are pending. Para makita natin gaano ba katagal ang nagtatagal sa kanila bago nila i-resolve. Yung na-resolve naman, subject to appeal, merong mag-a-appeal sigurado dyan, para mas alam po natin, ma-screen natin lahat ng cases.
Thank you, Honorable Marcoleta. The COMSEC is guided accordingly. Yung mga naka-pending, naka-appeal, at yung nature ng cases nila. Particular yung mga grave misconduct cases, I think.
And then by doing so, Mr. Chair, makikita talaga natin kung sinusuppress talaga nila.
Thank you.
That's another matter.
Yes.
But you know, the revelation of Commissioner Lizada is really very, very important.
Yes. Thank you for that.